Hey everybody, how's it going? Today's gonna be a different video. I get this a lot and a lot of people ask about it, is how do you see our inventory? Well, we did start a website a little bit ago, didn't do well. It's just a lot of work. So what we figured was, hey, let's put out maybe a monthly video of just our inventory. So if you're here to see Coin Guy talk about something, you might want to skip this video. All this video is gonna be is showing you our inventory as of right now. It is on Sunday, August 10th. I believe this is August 10th. So this is our most accurate inventory we have as of right now. So I'm gonna go over our cases, show you everything. I'll go real slow. I know some people are like, hey, why don't you pan over those coins a little bit slower? I'm getting better at it, and I will do it today. So sit back, relax. If there's certain coins you're looking for, maybe we have them. Watch this video and you'll find out. All right, guys, let's get into this. All right, guys, starting off, these are our better and our slab Morgans as well. We do have some key dates, and peace dollars, sorry, and peace dollars here. These are some of the better ones that we have that are slabbed. If there's any slab ones you're looking for, if you're looking to complete more of a set, you got your 950 here, and you also showed the 03S AU there. That's a pretty hefty good one. A couple good coins in here that you might need. So we got, and we do have ICG holders as well. Some say can't grade service, but teach their own. NGC, there's an old ICG holder as well. So this kind of like shows you what we have in those. This is our slab stuff. Now moving on from that, here is our better dates Morgans and pieces as well, but these are unslabbed ones. So we got 21 here if you need a 21, a 23 as well. A couple other ones here you can complete a set with. Here's some other better date Morgans that aren't slabbed. And guys, if you see something you want, you can either email us at wisecoinguy26@gmail.com or give us a call, 352-345-9979. If we don't answer the first time, just give us a call back a few minutes later. That means we're just busy. So just, don't feel hesitant like that we can't get you. Here's some Carson Cities that we have, 91, 92, 93, another 93. Then we got the 78 here. We got 89 cc if you need that. Fine, 15 is per grade, and Guy says. A 90 cc, another 90 cc, and 91. Here are more of our generic slab stuff that we have of Morgans and Peace. Not key dates or anything like that, but still some better stuff. So if there's anything like you see a 90, here's a 91S, or 91P, sorry, and then 90O. Those are good ones to have. Guys, I have to talk about this one. This one is just peak gorgeous right here. I'm surprised I still have this one. Frosty. I mean, it is frosty. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Look at what the price on the back is, but look what we have it as. Gorgeous little coin there. Just want to stop and talk about that one. It just catches my eye every time I put the coins out every morning. Here are a couple other ones. All right, next we're going to move on is to our better certified, Eagles. Some are not slabbed, but mostly all of these are going to be your slabbed ones. So we had some of the sets here if you're looking for some certain ones. We also have autographed ones. Those seem to go really, really well for some reason. When you get them signed by a certain designer or mint person, they tend to jump in value as well. Here's the 2008 W with the reverse of 07 and a 69. That's a good one if you want one. Good price on that. And then you kind of got other ones you got here. I'm just going to kind of go over the labels for you. You got the NGX holders here. Oops, knocking stuff out. Put that one backwards. Continue on here. Some proof ones here. Yet again, some signature proof ones. Do not have some that are raw. There's a 70s. Just different grades here. And some come from different sets. You got, you know, I see there's a congratulations set in there. Things like that. So if there's certain ones you see, like I said, just give us a call, 352-345-9979. I'll add everything down in the description below, so you can give us just a shout if you see anything you like. Once again. All right, let's move on. We're going to go into the Morgans now. These are uncertified Morgans. These are just kind of the ones that we have in stock right now. These are kind of your better ones. We do have generic ones, but right now we're running low on those. We do have 90%. If you're interested in some 90% for sale, we have a lot of that. We're heavy on that. So if you're interested in some 90% or anything like that, let us know. Give us a call. Always feel free to give us a call. We're always willing to work with you guys on stuff. Like I said, here's some more. These are more like your book filler ones if you want to put them in the book. We do have some nicer ones, you know, in 94.0. That's not graded. Like I have one over there. So just, you know, if there's something you look at. Oh, this one, I mean, guys, this one's gorgeous too. I mean, guys, the coloring on these, some of these are just phenomenal. So clean. And some of these we do have doubles of. So if you're looking for a lower grade one, let me find one that I do have some with lower grade. So if you don't want, you know, you're looking for a book filler, nothing like, oh, I want something really high grade, like this one. You know, we have a couple varieties of them and pricing, as well as more S ones as well. So yeah, we do carry, you know, some have lower grade ones as well. So if you don't need a, you know, need an unk or anything like that, we do have lower grade ones as well. You know, we even got the 8 tail feathers, 78 8 tail feathers here, things like that. All right, moving on. Let's move into our walkers here. These are not certified as well. We do carry different ones. We do carry some of the lines that don't have the no AW on it. These are a couple of them that we don't have that AW on it, which is cool. So pretty cool to see some of those that you don't get to see often like that. But yeah, we have a variety of these as well. You know, if you're looking for ones that are book fillers as well, we have those. You know, we have unk ones as well. We do have key date stuff as well. I'll pan down to those in a second. We'll get down to those last. But yeah, we got a variety of stuff. Key date 21D here, you know, low grade, but hey, they're hard to find. 21S is a hard one to find. So we do have stuff that, you know, if you need book fillers, once again, for the walkers, we got you covered. We have stuff. We have, so, if there's anything you need, looking for. All right, next we're gonna move on to our Franklins that we have out in stock right now. These I'm just gonna kind of pan over a little bit. I do have other Franklins that I'll show in a little bit to you. These are just kind of our uncertified ones. We do have some certified ones, and we do have some that are really higher grade ones. That's somewhere else. All right, moving from the Franklins, we're gonna move on into our Washingtons. I think Washingtons is a pretty cool one too. It's not a hard set to put together, as long as you need the 32 DNS, which we do have a couple of, so I will show those in a second. It's not a hard set to put together, guys. It's a good one to put together. And after a certain point, it goes from silver, it goes into being clad. But also you still have your silver proof ones as well if you want to collect them in that series as well. But I think it's a nice little set to get together and put together if you got time to do. It's a good one to do. It's not too terribly hard, like I said. It's not too bad. All right, moving from that, we're gonna go into our ladies, Mercs. Let's go into the Mercs, dimes, and sorry, I just had to move the chair out of the way. Kind of give you an idea of what we have in stock. We do well with these. If you notice, there's a lot of gaps in our tray. People do like their Mercs. I think it's a good looking coin. Other than a dead president, I think anything's better than some dead president coins. No offense. But these actually look cool. You know, lady, the goddess of Mercury on there. And one day we'll probably might possibly do a video and talk about some of these designers that did these coins. Some of these guys have some interesting backstories. A lot of people, the lady that's on the Morgan dollar that modeled for it was actually a school teacher and didn't want to be known for a while. The peace dollars actually was the designer's fiance at the time. He used her, and he actually wasn't happy with the design at first. But that's for another day. We'll talk about that another time. Moving on from our Mercs, we're going to go into our Buffalo nickels here. Buffalo nickels. We got a variety of those. We pretty stocked up pretty good on those. So moving on to the last of those. And after this, we'll get into some older stuff, or seated liberties, stuff like that. So once these are done, like I said, we'll move on to other stuff, and then I'll show you some other stuff that we have, paper money as well, and a few other items as well. Those will be next. All right, moving on. We're going to move on to our seated tray. I got a little bit of everything on this one tray. That's why I call it the seated tray. I got some half dollars here. Then moving down, I got some CC 175cc dime there, seated there. Running out of room, might have to spread out on these. A little bit of everything on these, down to the dimes. Even got a few half dimes here. All right, let's move on next to the Barber dimes. These are pretty cool as well. I like them. I like to see this stuff too, except it kind of reminds me of another foreign coin from Sweden, where they borrowed the kind of the same design. Well, we borrowed that design. They had it first. They had it in the late 1800s. I mean, early 1800s. We started in the late 1800s. You know, but they say, you know, sometimes copying is a form of flattery. So, but yes, we got some Barbers here. Then from there, I got some Barber quarters here for you. Got a little variety of them. Sorry that some of these is just hard to film. I got overhead lights on. But if you ever want to see you see a coin that you're interested in, but you want better pictures, call us as well. Email us. I'll gladly send you. I'll send you a really good video of it. I don't like to do pictures. I'd rather send videos. Here's your Barber halves, and that way, you know, I can show you the obverse, reverse, everything on it, you know, and kind of really give you a good detailed look at it for you. If you want to see it closer. I know a lot of you guys don't live near us, which, you know, we'd love to have you all come to the shop. If you ever live near us, or if you're ever visiting, always welcome to come by the shop. We'd love to have you. But we do ship, like I say. The only thing we ask that sometimes is we're going to have to get fees from you. Sometimes we don't have to get them. Depends what you buy from us. But if you use credit card like that, usually we do have to get a little bit of fees. That money doesn't go to us. That money goes, you know, to the businesses that run the credit card companies. Like I like to say, is they should take him out to dinner for how much money he runs on them sometimes. All right, moving on. Let's do bust. Moving on to bust. And these are bust dimes. I believe I have some bust halves on here as well. But here's what we got. Those. Let's show the rest of the dimes first. There's a bust quarter. Got a bust quarter as well. There's some bust halves. And a bust dime. All right, let's move on to the copper. So we're going to talk about large cents first. Guys, I know videos is horrible when it comes to copper, so I apologize. So just kind of look over the years. Trying to get decent quality shots of copper is very, very, very hard to do. So I apologize on that. I'm just trying to give you an overview of what dates we have here. So, and there's a halves, and then we'll move into the half cents, starting into half cents of those styles. Then we'll move on to the next type of large scents, later date ones. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Our Sunday's pretty nice. I'm in here doing a little work and showing you guys off the inventory. But it's sunny here. It's nice weather. It's gonna be hot. It's always hot in Florida. But yeah, we got a pretty good variety of large scents for you. So if there's anything that catches your eye. All right, next let's move on to Indian heads, and I guess I got a few flying eagles. So we'll start with the later years and work our way down on these. So these are our Indian heads. Once again, I apologize. It is very hard to show coppers on the screen. Like I said, if there's anyone you do like, I will take a video of it, a really good video. I have to use different lighting styles and stuff. It's but I can get you good pictures of it so you can actually see them better. Like I said, the overhead fluorescence lights do not do us justice with some of these coins, and I apologize for that. All right, let's move on to the earlier ones. You got if there's something I don't show, let me know in the comments. I'll see if I have it next time and do it. And let me also know in the comments if you're interested in me continually doing this. Like I said, I would do it probably once a month for it to do it. Or if we get a whole collection in, most likely that will go onto its own video. Let's move on to Lincoln's. But if we just get inventory in, new inventory that is interesting enough, I'll probably post a once a month video. But like I said, I'm doing it and it's going to go up this afternoon, so you guys can really just get a chance to overlook it before we start on Monday. I know that was one issue that I got to get with a lot of Speg videos. Unfortunately, Speg will sometimes shoot a video at the beginning of the week and not put it out to like Friday or Saturday. And people were calling us saying, hey, I'm so interested in that coin, this coin, that coin, and we had to tell them it's sold. So always that was kind of a bummer thing. So once we started our own channel, that was something I was really wanting to do, was actually be more up to date on our time of when we shoot a video and when we put it out, so you guys get to enjoy it. So if there is stuff you see. All right, guys, we're gonna move on over to another section of the shop, and we'll go over the stuff that they have there. All right, guys, over here we kind of have different sets of stuff. This is more of our set area. So we got uncertified and more, Eagle sets here. We also have JFK stuff here. Some certified, more modernized stuff. JFK, some different of those JFK sets of the 2014s there. Those aren't complete. Also, we do have some like Canadian stuff. Certified Canadian, also some other crazy cool stuff here. And then we get into some paper money. I know there's guys out there like paper money. This is more of our better stuff. We got the, well, horse blankets, or the 23 large bills, silver certificates there. We have funny backs. We got gold certificates here, $20 gold one. We got fancy note stuff. We got Black Eagle here, certified by PCGS. We got more of your national currency, sorry. Some more national currency. We got actually fractional in there. Usually we do have some Confederacy in there. I don't think I have any right now. Moving on to other stuff we got is more certified modern stuff, or actually there is some older stuff here. But here's another ICG graded Bren 5207, no AW there. ICG graded cent there, large cent, another cent. It's kind of like knick-knack trays of stuff. When we have overflow, really, it's when we start putting a lot of this stuff. We do have mint sets, proof sets for sale, guys. So if you just give us a call, you probably find out what years we have. That stuff's usually on the website, and it's pretty accurate. Sometimes it isn't accurate, and I apologize, but it's always just best to give us a shout. Then we're moving on. We got kind of foreign stuff here. Certified foreign, cool, different coins. JFK. We got Philharmonics here. We got Chinese panda, some more pandas. We have Noah's Ark. We have some Mexican unzos there, quarter ounce unzo there. Jesus, say that 3 times fast. And some more other little stuff like that. Some of this stuff you see is kind of stuff we put on Whatnot. We do have a Whatnot show coming up. If you like, sign into your Whatnot account. I did post it, so you are able to kind of save it if you want. That show. Oops. So if you want to save it, bookmark it so you know it's coming up. We even have gold dust from space or whatever it was. Crazy stuff, interesting stuff. Nickels here, certified nickels. Yeah. 5 ounce rounds there. Snow. Cambodia. Just a little knick-knack stuff. Now moving on to something that I like. These are the Commem $50. It's cool because there's one for the city that I was born in, Lynchburg, Virginia. They have one, so that's kind of cool. That they did one for my city that I was born in. So that's kind of why I like them. I'm a little biased, but hey, who isn't when it comes to something that comes from their hometown? Then we started kind of getting like medals here and little other ones as well. And other kind of chachi stuff like that. We do have more certified 5 ounce America the Beautifuls. We got some commemoratives here as the $50, the silverware commems. Then we get into more like your modern commems, things like that. More of your American Silver Gold sets there, March of Dimes set, things like that. And then we also got more like these. These we showed on the video the other day. So we still got some of these stuff as well. Kind of got that. Then we got certified like dollars here, you know, if you collect them that way. Things like that. And then we got some cool stuff, I mean, like this, the Walker sitting there, kind of different. All right, guys, well, that's kind of the gist of what we have of inventory for right now. Like I said, if you like this, let me know at the end. Comment below and say, hey, Nathan, I'd love for you guys to do more of these once a month. If this helps you guys see stuff that we have, we really don't walk around the shop as much anymore and show it off because, you know, some people aren't interested in that. So we decided to kind of separate them. So if this is stuff that you're interested in, being able to see what we have, let me know. Hit the like or comment, do something so I know that in the future I will do more videos like this. Once again, guys, thanks so much for watching. And until next time, God bless America.